suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart afire. Set my heart afire.
Welcome to Kickin.
Happy Friday, Bears!
Coming up on the show, we look at the UA Facebook discussion forum, the new wrestling coach, football rivalry traditions, and 80s aficionado, and Adam Meehan.
Due to makeup end of course exams, some classes will have to meet in the LC next week, so there will be limited space for students during lunch and senior study hall.
Last night, the superintendent sent an email to UA families about the updates to one-to-one technology program.
Next year, all MacBooks will be replaced with iPads for all students K through 12. Keyboards will be provided during the school day for students who would prefer to type with one.
There were more than 100 comments about this announcement on the UA discussion forum on Facebook last night.
The UA discussion forum was created to connect UA residents with topics relevant to people of UA.
According to the discussion group on Facebook, it was founded approximately 4 years ago and has more than 6,000 members. I joined and found some more intriguing information. The Upper Arlington Discussion Forum is a private Facebook page that has accumulated over 6,500 UA moms and dads. This discussion forum was made mostly to voice concerns about UA, but others may not think that.
The UA discussion forum is just like a mom's way of complaining about their kids and their neighborhood, even though UA I don't think is that bad. They just like to gossip.
A mom posted something about how there was a car that looked like my car driving around UA like badly, and a bunch of moms came up and like asked if it was me when it wasn't even my license plate.
It's ridiculous.
The UA discussion forum is kind of like a mom's form of Finsta.
Although it seems like most of the UA discussion forum is complaining about high schoolers, they do have some legitimate and very valid concerns for our community. We attempted to talk to the creators of the UA discussion forum, but they denied our request, unfortunately.
The page for information. I think when I originally joined the page, it was looking for information and discussion about the new schools and stuff like that about the levy at the time and this new school designs. So that's why I joined. I stayed for the entertainment value. Well, I find it very entertaining. There's lots of good sort of neighborhood gossip on there that's fun to listen into. But there's lots of good information as well. What do I dislike about the page? I dislike the know-it-alls on the page that just have to instruct other people on how to live their lives and tell people obvious things that they already know. Well, for instance, there's this one post that was just the most UA thing ever, I think, was a woman who posted looking for recommendations for dry cleaning her toddler's Uggs because she had just bought her toddler Uggs and they got messed up at preschool, and she wanted to know where would be the best place to clean them. I mean, it's just, really? Why does your toddler have Uggs? So, I don't know, it's just stuff like that, just totally UA stuff that you wouldn't see anywhere else that I find incredibly entertaining.
So if you ever get tired of Twitter or Snapchat or anything, hop on Facebook and request to get into the secret society. This has been Griffin Quinn and Leah Rapucci reporting for the WARL. To join the group, the admins asked to provide your age, address, and affiliation to UA.
It's that time of year again for Focus on Your Future. All freshmen must complete this survey before winter break to help focus on your future.
Students can access it through Schoology, Navion's Family Connection, and our Twitter page. Now to Sam and Lily with sports.
Ooga Booga Bears. Welcome back to the Sports Desk, and we got a college football playoff analysis for you. This week, teams will compete for conference championships. Our playoff picture currently looks a little like this.
Alabama, Clemson, Notre Dame, and Georgia are currently in. Georgia and Alabama play Saturday, and the winner is guaranteed a spot. However, if Georgia wins, it is assumed Georgia and Alabama will both be in.
Assuming Clemson, the heavy favorite, wins, and Alabama, the favorite, beats Georgia, who currently holds the 4th spot, our hometown team, Ohio State and Oklahoma, will compete for the final spot, as it is almost certain that a 12-0, well-rounded Notre Dame team will make it, even though they do not play this weekend.
Oklahoma is currently 5th in the committee's ranking and will likely make it with a win over 14th-ranked Texas, assuming Alabama wins. If you're an Ohio State fan, root for Alabama and Texas, as that would eliminate 2 teams above OSU and would move them from the 6th slot to the 4th.
However, don't overlook 21st-ranked Northwestern when the Buckeyes play them Saturday in Indy, as it is a trap game waiting to happen.
Moving on, this season, the wrestling team has a new assistant coach, Nathan Tomasello, a national champion wrestler who is competing internationally this year. Sam and I got a closer look.
The Upper Arlington wrestling team will be aided by a new assistant coach, Nathan Tomasello, this year. He's wrestled 4 years at Ohio State and even roomed with the Olympian wrestler Kyle Snyder. He also won the national championship in the 125-pound class. We heard from Nathan Tomasello to hear what he has to say.
I like to coach because I enjoy helping wrestlers. I'm still training, and I find it really joyful. I enjoy the experience of giving back and helping guys that want to get better and improve in the sport of wrestling. It's just one of my passions, I would say. And as I get older, I feel like that'll be one of the great things that I can do more and more of after I'm done competing.
This has been Lily Simonis and Sam Shattuck for the WARL.
Tomorrow is the first wrestling tournament of the season. They're going up against teams from all around Columbus.
The Lady Bear basketball players play their 3rd game in 6 days tomorrow against Northland.
They won their first regular season game against DeSales on Tuesday, 51-39.
Our very own Macy Spielman broke the all-time scoring record for UHS girls basketball on Wednesday night.
A free throw in the game against Newark put her over the tied 1,129-point mark that was set by Courtney Eisenman in 2016 and Michelle Duvall in 2004.
The Bear Den has been keeping Twitter up to date with achievements and all other exciting UA teams and individual players.
Now, remember, Bears, roll Tide, hook 'em, go Bucks, and to John and Aurora with Lifestyle.
Welcome back to the couch.
On November 12th, Jewel suspended 4 of their most popular flavors sold in stores. Mango, fruit, cucumber, and creme brulee are now only sold online.
Their goal is to reduce the epidemic levels of teen nicotine use by raising the legal purchasing age to 21.
As a reminder, being caught with tobacco products on school property results in a suspension, and student athletes face additional consequences.
If you or someone you know needs help with addiction, the counselors are available anytime during the day. Officer Rice is also available for any questions you may have.
They didn't have Juuls in the 80s, but the decade's culture is still relevant today.
You may have seen that red 92 Olds in the Mount Holyoke parking lot.
With Wranglers and Hondas surrounding it, it stands out just like its owner. We caught up with senior Adam Meehan to learn more about his unique style.
I have a big interest in the 80s. My Instagram profile is 80sman16, and you know, I kind of have this embodiment of the 1980s, and really I just sort of like it for the aesthetics, and a lot of really good music came out of that time, and just good cinema as well. It's just one of those decades that I just think it was done right on pretty much all aspects, and I love that, and I try to replicate it as best as I can in my overall style and outlook. So I like dressing up. I like to wear a lot of suits, a lot of nice clothes. Sometimes you see me wearing a lot of leather jackets and stuff with like shoulder pads and everything. And I'd say my biggest influence for the style probably came from Michael Jackson, but I didn't want to necessarily copy his whole thing. My idea was to sort of craft my own look, just kind of start from scratch, but build in little pieces from people that inspired me. My car is a 1992 Oldsmobile Toronado. It is the Trofeo package, which was known as kind of the sportier addition to the standard Toronado. It was a luxury coupe that was made by General Motors that started back in the 60s, and 1992 was the last year. Production was cut midway through, and so mine's probably about the rarest of all the years. The YouTube channel's worth checking out. I don't know when I'll get new videos on there, but if you're looking just for some great original content, then I highly recommend going to Roaming Around.
This has been Aurora and John from the WARL.
What's your favorite decade? Vote on our Twitter poll at live_UA.
Another senior with unique ventures is Anna Davies.
She created a lifestyle blog for her senior capstone focused on empowering young women.
The blog includes recipes, health and fitness advice, and profiles on various females within the UA and Columbus community.
You can visit her blog at www.abundantlyannanoel.com.
The folk band Camp performs tonight to a sold-out crowd at the Newport Music Hall on High Street. Band members Taylor Meyer and Evan Westfall graduated from UA in 2012 and have since been sharing their music across the country.
If you miss them tonight, you can catch them up in Detroit on December 5th or travel down to Atlanta in May for the Shaky Knee Festival. Their music is available on all major streaming services.
Now we flip it back to Maine with Griffin and Leah.
A time-honored tradition on Turkey Day starts with a brisk run for many. Junior Jen Gomez has more on this story.
The Columbus Turkey Trot is a yearly family tradition that takes place on Thanksgiving Day. It begins in Upper Arlington, running through the Ohio State University. Race director Jeff Sheard tells us about the purpose of the race.
It's to encourage people of all walks of life to get out and enjoy the benefits of healthy living and diet and exercise, and kind of get them out of the living room, so to speak. Get some running shoes on, but it's pretty much a low-key event in terms of you don't have to be a world-class athlete to be out there. We just want you out there.
Brooke Yoakum, a junior at Upper Arlington High School, participates in the Turkey Trot every year along with her family.
The Turkey Trot is kind of like the beginning of our Thanksgiving Day with my family. We start that, and then we go home and we start making the food, and then it's just kind of like a great start to our Thanksgiving.
The event offers 3 races. This year, the action began bright and early at 8:30 a.m. with the 100-yard toddler trot dash, which cost $5. Shortly after, the 5-mile run and the 2-mile walk and talk began, which both cost $40. Participants receive a long-sleeve zip with the race logo, a finisher's medal, and the sweetest prize of all, a pumpkin pie. I took a closer look as a participant.
Tara from Columbus has finished.
Turkey Trot just finished running the 5-mile run along with thousands of other people, earning a medal, a pie,
from Cincinnati,
and earning our turkey for the rest of the day. Happy Thanksgiving.
The money raised benefits Easter Seals, a company who helps people reach their full potential regardless of disabilities. Jeff Sheard says his favorite part of the race is how it benefits Easter Seals as well as the smiles.
These smiles on people's faces, but you got 7,000 to 8,000 people. Most of them are strangers to one another. They're from all over the country, and they come together briefly, and it's just, see the smiles.
This has been Jen Gomez reporting for the WARL.
Tonight, the city of UA will be aglow on the Mallway with the annual Winter Festival celebration from 6 to 8:30 tonight. There's ice carving, horse-drawn carriage rides, and a visit from Santa and his reindeer.
The Tri-Village Rotary Club annual coat drive is underway. Please bring in new or gently used coats, hats, scarves, and gloves now through exam week and deposit them in the bins in the LC and main office.
The freshman class won the Veterans Service Club Penny Wars. All freshmen who show their ID at the table outside of the main office during the lunch periods get free candy on Tuesday.
Next week, sophomore class officers are offering a 2 for $2 buys a chance to win 2 tickets to the winter dance. Best of all, proceeds go to the raffle to charity.
Next week, we take a look at more crime in UA, the basketball teams, and holiday lights.
Have a wonderful weekend, Bears, and go Penn State.